What up, it's your boy Kemi here for a demo review of my team, my old team, I don't know, my team, playing Scrim on Cobble, our next league match. If you're one of my new subs, you'll get to see, if you're an in-game leader and you're one of my new subs, you'll get to see how I do demo review for guys that I know. So like these four guys, Synergy, Aesop, Vega, and High Speed have been with me basically my entire Counter-Strike career. Aesop a little bit less so, but the other three are like the core of Glockwork and have been for a year and a half or 2 years. So it'll be interesting for you to see with your own players. I'm just going to start off looking at the stat sheet here and just see what it can tell me. What it says to me is that Season had a pretty rough game. Vega, a little bit of a rough game, but it's a little bit more excusable since he's picking up the shot calling role. This is a little bit worrying from Season. Like if we look at the half, 6 and 11, so T side, not too bad. A little bit rough, but not too bad. CT side, maybe he's not playing a position that he's very comfortable with. 7 and 13 is pretty rough on the CT side, so maybe you guys might want to talk that out when you are starting Cobblestone. Maybe Season's not in a position that he's totally comfortable with. So let's get right into it. Let's swap over to CSGO, open up the demo. So yeah, I just noticed that discrepancy in Season score. Maybe he was having an off day, but it could say more than that. It could say that his position's not quite right for the way he wants to play it. So just be on the lookout for that. And we're going to go live on 3. Here we go. So I wasn't able to talk to Vega about how you guys are stratting this, so everything's going to be a new discovery for me. And I'm still not sure whether or not that's a good thing. Might be a good thing because I've got a complete independent third-party perspective on just the way you're running things. Maybe not completely independent because I know you guys' play styles, but as far as the playbook goes, it's no bias. It's not like the way that I call it. So Heavy B, I like it. 3 and boost early on might be a little bit too much, but speed, I might have just paused at a time when speed's looking over towards here instead of looking at plat, which I think is probably going to be what Vega's calling is Aesop, Chicken Coop, and speed watching plat, and then Vega and Season playing here. Vega, what are you saving this $300 for? Or no, did you drop a P250? Okay, yeah, you gave Aesop a P250. So that makes sense. I was just going to take a look at what you guys bought. And yeah, speed is swapping over to that plat angle. So I like this setup. And Synergy on the peak there. A little bit of a question mark. Just because if you're playing that aggressive Sin and they decide that they want to play a slow courtyard and you get spotted out here, then a double push into sewer is going to be what they're wanting to do anyway. Just if they're doing a courtyard play, they're going to want to double push into sewer. And if they're double pushing sewer, they come out, they clear this angle, and they know that you're caught out here because you're fighting with their boy here. The wrap into sewer stairs is a very real threat. And as the solo hold on A, I know that the rotate's quick for Season and Vega, but maybe a little bit too aggressive coming all the way up to here. I like this angle, but it's a little bit of a toss-up. It might be a little bit too nitpicky of me to be observing that, but just my analysis. If I was a terrorist in that position and I knew you were here, I would be calling for a push on sewer stairs to catch you out. They might be scared of the little bit of a double team or the bait, where you could have a teammate with you, but flood coming in. Yeah, I think that Season and Vega should swap positions there. I think that oh, maybe not. Maybe not. I feel like a USP fall off in drop room or whatever is better than the CZ fall off, and I think that the CZ can take kind of a suicide peek in window, maybe crouch behind these boxes and just get a little bit more of a chance to get the spray down here. I know your boy Vega is CZ master. I don't know why you rotated back over here. Is it because you were scared because Synergy made this call that there was one aggressive long? I totally missed that because I was just kind of getting into the whole double push thing. I don't know why you rotated over here. You're not going to be really providing much help to Synergy. Even if it is more, then they're going to be heading here. Synergy hasn't called that it's more. He should be only calling that it's 1. And even if it is more, you're going to be too slow to help him out. So I don't know. Maybe not get that plat rotate in so early. And then CZ and window, USP playing a bit more of a fall off. I'm a bit disappointed in myself because I didn't really see what happened there with that rotate, so I don't know if he did it like way earlier on and if it wasn't a part of the whole synergy thing, but I like that. Good job from Speed. I was worried that Speed was going to get a little bit too antsy, a little bit too aggressive, and try to poke and prod at Mafik without Aesop's help, but he totally waited and came up, and then they got the pop flash in, and this guy just gets a lucky spray down full blind, so good play from Speed there in my opinion. And then Aesop's there for his trade. He finds it out. Synergy might be playing a little bit too quick. I feel like he could be waiting, but he could be waiting for us to get this control, and then as soon as we've got control of Belk and Aesop's able to fire some pot shots, then maybe come out and see what you can do. But not too big a deal. And yeah, we get the rotate out. Obviously not perfectly clean. I feel like Synergy and Aesop could have played off of each other better, but all in all pretty good. And I think my analysis of that round was a little bit shaky, missing the Vega thing and maybe overanalyzing Synergy's aggression a little bit, but it's late. It's a little bit late. It's it's 3:30. It's not a little bit late. So hopefully I'll be able to spot out some seriously useful things here and not just overanalyze aggression too much and nitpick too much. Gonna have a Tech 9 rush coming in, and you guys have Season and Drop Room. That's what I would have expected with the scoreline. Drop Room's really rough. Maybe he's just not a comfortable drop player. I don't know if playing that aggressive is correct on the anti-eco here. I know that we have this kind of shit buy with the double MP9, but once we get that utility out, I don't think that Speed needs to be sitting underneath this broken wall, because if they have a smoke, they might decide to smoke the molly and shove, and then imagine if they buy Tech 9 head armor. I know they got plant, but the Tech 9 flood just seems it just seems unnecessarily risky to have Speed this aggressive. Maybe have him on the other side of Rhombus here, and then have Vega cycle the utility with the molly and the HE. Speed can lob his own HE if the rush is actually coming, or save it if it's not, and then he's just a little bit safer at this angle. I think the MP9's still really damn useful from this far. Just as useful as it is from these two ranges. Like, there's no fall off.
Called it.
Ooh, we got in-game comms. I heard Vega earlier liking those in-game comms. I'm gonna go ahead and turn voice enable off, but if you want to rewatch it, see if they got any salt Vega. you might enjoy that. A little bit of a pastime. Watch your own gameplay and listen to their salt. So first rifle round coming out, and we still got the ump, we still got the mag 7. What's our economy like? Okay, so yeah, we're forced into it. No big deal there. Aggressive peek on the first rifle round. We know they're buying here. We know they're buying here because that molly and those nades chunked the fuck out of them, so you can assume that they didn't have armor last round. So taking this peek with the ump, it's a little bit too much for me, Sin. A little bit too much. And it's not like the pistol round aggression. This is a little bit too much for me. I'm pretty certain that this peek is wrong. Where you're just sitting on so much utility, and you should have passed this 5-7 over to Speed maybe. But you're just sitting on so much utility, and if you come for this peek and you're shouldering it, but it just seems too high risk and not enough reward there. And so if you get caught out, I'm gonna feel a little vindicated in my opinion there if you get caught out by Breezy, but you're not going to. I still think that peek was unnecessary and a little bit greedy. So entry frag comes in on Speed. Looks like they might have spammed the smoke on him. I'm going to rewind and I'm going to take a look at Speed, just because this is a game with you guys, and so I want to make sure that I analyze it to its fullest. If this was one of my Reddit Devon reviews, I would probably just skip right over that, but I'm going to try to make sure I hit on everything and avoid being pedantic, but also be all-inclusive in my analysis. So we'll see what happens here with speed. He's got the op, so he's gonna go for the jump peak, and then maybe they just catch him out before the smoke blooms. Should be going at half speed, not a fourth. Yeah, do that with a flashbang speed. Look at your buddy. Look at your buddy Vega. Look at this. He put $400 into those, and the investment should be capitalized on right at that peak. And I'm pretty sure that you had utility on yourself as well, and so you're fully bought out. So I assume that you had a little bit of utility there. You could pop flash for yourself. You want to beat him, but I think that the flash is necessary there. I didn't see your spawn. I didn't know if you had like best spawn or whatever, but they still beat you there, and so now you know from whatever spawn you were at. Now you know that it's not fast enough, and that you'll need a flash if you want to go for that peak. So Vegas snags your op. Looking for an angle. We lose drop room control, so I like that Synergy's going to pick that up. That's good play. Season, I'm not too sure, buddy, why we gave up drop room control there. I think that the right call would be to, if Vega wants to pick up this op, then maybe use the op, maybe from where he's at, but maybe even all the way back from Dwayne. Give up plat control, and then just because you have a mag 7, you're not useful. You're not useful here taking pot shots at plat. You're just not useful. You're so much more useful in drop room, and if Synergy, he's got numb, but if Synergy's freed up, it's a little bit better. If Synergy's freed up to help this area out. Like, you might have thought maybe you could get close rhombus and post up here with the mag 7, but you're 100% guaranteed to be useful in drop room, whereas maybe the call was that it's a heavy flood pushing a B long, but speed only saw 3, so I don't know. So now you're going to get that angle that you were looking for earlier season. Close up with this mag 7. And you get greedy, you get a little bit antsy, and like the first peak is great, but the second peak, the first peak onto this guy is great because this is a great angle for the mag 7. This angle not so much. This is too long range, and it's a headshot angle for the T's, and so agree with the first one, and not just because you got a kill and you didn't get a kill on the second one. This is just too long range. If you had gotten this guy, I still wouldn't have agreed with the peak. So now we're in a little bit of a predicament here. 2v3 and Aesop's on a long rotate, coming up from the flank, so Vegas got to do his best to stall. Maybe don't re-peek there, Vega. Maybe just stall. Stay behind statue, maybe dance around their smoke. Because you got Aesop coming up on the flank, and so the longer that they spend trying to flush you out, trying to clear you out with whatever utility or pressure, the more time it buys for Aesop to get a cleaner flank. And now Aesop's best decision is just save and back out. And he gets the frag, and hopefully he'll back out now. You can go for this 1v2 if you know that Maternus is lit, but... Ooh. Big boy Aesop coming out for a big clutch. Alright, I'm gonna fast forward because there's no real analysis here. But yeah, I think you should have stalled there, Vega, and maybe waited for Aesop to come in on the rotate. And if you do need to go for a peek, maybe peek this angle rather than swinging out and taking this angle. And it's not just because you got caught out from here, it's because if you peek this angle and they're pressuring you, that means that they're not pressuring Aesop, and this is the area that Aesop needs to be most worried about when he's coming up on the flank. So if you're able to hold this and you know that they're not going to be pressuring you from it, odds are they're not going to be pressuring Aesop from it either. And then he'll be able to come in from the rotate a little bit more confidently. Eco round coming out. Vegas sticking to the USP. Does no one have money to give him a better pistol? No one have money? Maybe you're saving for the op, but maybe we want the double op? I don't know. I feel like Vega could have been gifted a P250 here, but you know the boy's good with pistols. Maybe we're saving for those double ops, so. In that case, it would make sense. B heavy. Fine. Fine call. Not worried about it. And we're chilling. Speed gets a little bit of a tag up on the raid. 85 and 1 with that shot speed. I think that's what just happened. Yeah, funnel coming out. There's not much analysis here. Sometimes on eco rounds you can analyze things and see people getting caught out, but they just systematically dismantled our hold. And Speed's one hit on the raid that brought him down to 15 was pretty clean, and if we had gotten that kill, maybe that round goes a little bit different, but no real analysis there, just pistols against rifles. And we're double eco. So yeah, definitely saving for that double op, or at least that's what I'm thinking here. We're not buying this round, obviously, but I'm still not too sure. Maybe I'm overanalyzing, but I'm still not too sure about Vega not getting a P250 last round. It's fine to keep pressuring that guy because we know he's got a Mac 10. If that was an AK, I would have criticized you, Speed, for swinging out on that, but the Mac 10, it's fine. Just because an AK wins that fight 95% of the time, and Mac 10, like, almost guaranteed has to back off and respect the range. And then this is just going to be exit frags. I'm going to go ahead and skip past this, not waste our time with analyzing that too much. So we're getting into the rifle round. Looks like we're not going for the double op. And look at all these P250s that Vega could have had. It's just a joke at this point. I'm not actually that concerned about Vega not getting P250. Raid going hyper aggressive. We need Speed to hit that shot. There it is. Always reliable, Speed. That's what you should name your op, buddy. Old reliable. Ooh. Caught out by Mafik. Maybe communicate to Vega here, Speed. Maybe have Vega lob a flashbang over Tetris, Rhombus or whatever. Have it blind him on plat before you swing out for this peak. So now Vega's just sitting on these two flashbangs, and we're into a 4v4, which, as I always say, favors the terrorist. Maybe not so much this round because we got an early B rotate and they're hitting B, but yeah, I think a flash could have really helped you out there, buddy. Execute comes in and we've got two guys worried about drop room. Maybe Synergy should be helping Vega. Maybe Vega should be tucked up and just waiting for the retake here. Kind of a 50-50, and we did neither. I think if we're going to be playing this double drop, Vega needs to play a little bit more passive, and if we're not going to be playing this double drop and we're going to be playing aggressive, Synergy needs to be ready to support Vega, lob a flashbang over Statue, get the blind onto Mafik so Vega can actually have a fight here over these smoke walls. I don't agree with spamming here. I think that you should have just held the angle on the far side of the smoke, Vega, and I think we should have communicated with Synergy a little bit better as to whether or not he was going to be helping you or Season. And so here, unless we get the early pick, we gotta go into a save, and we're not gonna get the pick, so I want to see Season back out here. But he's still going. The boy's still going. I don't know if he knew that he was trapped from drop room, but even then, I think that he probably should have backed out. So go ahead and skip ahead. No ASAP's gonna save that, and we're gonna see how we play this rifle. I don't know how I want to play it. Maybe aggressive on B plat. We know that it didn't work for Speed, but we did it without a flashbang, and they're playing a lot of B heavy, so why does Speed not have an upgraded pistol here? Hello? Speed's got to save his money, totally. Give him a P2 at least. And that's not a joke. That's serious. I don't know if we're maximizing Aesop's impact here. Having him go for the A peak, maybe it's fine. They just haven't hit A the entire game. They've always gone for B flat control, so not what I would have called, but a fine call nonetheless. And now Aesop's gonna go for another save, and we're gonna go for exit frags, which is a good call. Just get exits here. Synergy finds one. Aesop maybe should have saved a little bit more savey, like over here, rather than tucked up here. Make a break for it. Like, I know they can exit through a museum if they want to, and then you might have a little bit of a problem here, but you're just sitting around. You could have made it to A long, and if you were greedy, you could have made it all the way out to Fountain and maybe all the way up into Rapunzel. And maybe you don't get caught out there. Maybe we got it. Well, that rifle wasn't crucial, but maybe we save it. So now it's looking pretty shaky. 2-5 CT half, never want to see it. Not a fun scoreline to stare at. But it's all good. Cobble's a little bit of a weird map. It's kind of dust 2-y. A little bit T-sided. Speed changing up his angle almost every round, as he knows he should. Smart boy. Playing some good op. And we got Aesop on the map, Hope. I feel like Aesop could be grabbing an op on this map and holding a passive sewer or something. Vega making sure that his aim's warm on those flower pots. Atta boy. Always getting that practice. DMing even in a scrim. I like it. Yeah, if we have, well, I don't know. I was gonna say if we have someone early around helping Synergy at A, they can use their utility, and maybe Synergy doesn't have to use the only smoke at A, and maybe he's able to hold A long just a little bit longer, but I don't know. You want to stop that early B rush, so disregard that comment. I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew where my brain was at with that, rather than just having that thing where it's like, oh, you know what? Oh, never mind. Having them Season gets spammed through smoke, I think's what just happened there. It's unfortunate. Not much to say about that. Maybe we're overcompensating for drop room here, guys. I think Speed shouldn't be watching this. I think Vega's got it handled, and I think Speed should come out, take some angles. Because you know, as soon as the smoke fades, Synergy's gonna be pinching, and Vega's got your back speed. So it feels kind of weird telling you guys not to play as a cell, because if as soon as you turn your back speed, you no longer have Vega's trade. Vega no longer has yours. But this isn't a trading angle. This is okay, it's kind of buggy. Let me go forward a little bit. You're not playing a trading angle. You're playing like if this guy swings out and takes a fight with you, there's no trade there, so you could just be holding an angle that has a higher percentage of not being covered by someone else. Because if this guy swings out, Vega's going to get him right here. Or Synergy's going to pinch him. So just overcommitting there. Overcommitting to the drop room threat. And see Vega gets him. You could have been on that guy on Shaking Coop when he was still in a little bit. Oh, please take the shot. Oh! 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 A little bit of scrim coming out from Speed. A little bit of E-League Season 1 Week 1 with, who was it? Skadoodle with the knife on the fucking Fallen when he's getting the bomb plant on pistol. I love to see it. It's hilarious. Good work, Speed. Perking up my 3:40 a.m. I appreciate it. That beautiful M9 marble fade. Whatever happened to your tiger tooth, buddy? The mustard tiger. You just threw a flashbang and didn't buy any nade. Kemi sees all, Speed. You're not getting away with that one, buddy. So here we are playing Aesop early A, but Synergy's the dedicated A player, right? So if Synergy's the dedicated A player and Aesop's going to be playing map help, why is Synergy using a smoke here instead of Aesop? We had full utility this round, right? Yeah, we had full utility. So, I mean, that means we have 3 smokes at B. Or we should have 3 smokes at B. So, Aesop using a smoke here just kind of spreads out the utility a little bit more. I like the molly, and then Aesop follows it up with an HE. As soon as Speed mollies plat, they're no longer gonna be plat, so either swap that nade cycle around or hold on to your HE, Aesop, because that's not gonna be hitting anything after the molly goes down. I'm really nitpicking at this point. Talking about utility cycles on the micro scale. Just because I'm not seeing anything inherently wrong with the setup or the macro scale of things, so we're chilling. Season's drop hold is a little bit more aggressive than Vega likes, than Kemi likes as well. It's a little bit sea llama, if I'm honest. So Vega's probably gonna want to make a note of this, unless it's already been talked about and I wasn't there for it. But generally, this angle is thought of as unnecessarily aggressive, especially on the solo drop hold, rather than having one in window and then one doing this kind of thing, so that you guys are playing in a semi-cell. I like that team play off of Speed and Vega, making sure you had each other's backs. Season gets caught out at that angle, further indicating that he's not that comfortable a drop player. If we heard that guy running B plat, Synergy was still sitting window right outside of the smoke, so I saw all 3 of you guys over here book it over towards B long, and yet Synergy was still sitting here. So either all 3 of you don't recognize that drop room could possibly be a threat because Synergy smoked out, or all 3 of you hear this guy B plat and for some reason Synergy doesn't register that fact and isn't on the rotate fast enough. Micro thing, but it indicates to me that comms were a little bit wonky just at that point. When you're trying to make it all the way to the tippy top, you gotta make sure your comms are refined, boys. Yeah, really nitpicky so far. I'm sorry if it's a little bit too specific, too micro, but this team's my baby. Just trying to make sure we got the best opportunity possible. Again with the smoke over on A side, where Synergy uses his as opposed to Aesop using his. What's the angle Speed's holding? Stand by. Oh, you're boosted. Gotcha. It looks a little bit weird in the overlay. It looks like you're below it, and you're like looking over here, and I'm like, why are you so passive? But no, this is fine. What is this, Vega? Why are we coming back here? You just stopped holding an angle for like 10 seconds there, like walking towards mid for no obvious reason. Mollied out of tree. Brutal. Countered Speed. I'm gonna slow down this. I'm gonna slow down the retake. I'm not gonna slow down the take. They're already on the site. Actually, let's go ahead and pause and let's look at the game state here. Let's look at the game state here. We've got Synergy on the deep flank. Season takes an aggressive angle. I don't know if Season communicated that he was going to take that angle to Speed, but Speed wasn't really in a position to help you out there, Season, so I don't know. It's fine. It's a fine peek. And then Vega and Aesop hugging each other over here. I don't know if Aesop saw this guy push the smoke, so I guess we'll find out right now. Yes, he did. And so I'm guessing Aesop and Vega are both clearing that angle. Yeah. And then you guys get the trade. And we're looking at a wall of smokes right now. I think that we should just play slow. I think that Aesop's probably going to swing out and take a fight with the guy Chicken Coop, and I think that might be a little bit too greedy. I think that instead stuttering back a little bit to the left and waiting for Synergy to get closer in on the rotate, having Season pushed up on this side of Rhombus, maybe just have Speed waiting for the smokes to fade at an angle like around here, where he can have these or these, and then Aesop's got these or these, and then Season's on the wrap, and we buy time for Synergy to get closer by just waiting a little bit longer. But I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think Aesop's going to push Chicken Coop here. So let's find out. Speed and Season getting the control over here. Aesop pushing Chicken Coop. Speed waiting for the smokes to fade in the right spot. Now he's got these angles. Season, you should have pushed this as soon as we got that pick there. Now Speed's kind of taking your spot, but I think this is better suited to a rifler. I guess you are lit, so it's a little bit wonky, but yeah, I think we're better off with a rifler there. And now Synergy's finally here on the rotate, and it's just falling apart by that point. Like Season, you could have helped Speed here. With 22 health, I know that you're playing a little bit scared because you're one hit, but play a little bit behind Speed. Play like here. If he's here, then play like right around here. So when this guy's taking the duel with him, you can just help him out. Speed will scope and take the shot, and so he's got to respect Speed. And the spray transfer is just a little bit off for him to have to take that fight. And yeah, just a little bit scared. Synergy gets flicked on the rotate there. Like what I notice is it's a 1v1 followed by a 1v1 followed by a 1v1 when it could have been a 1v2 and Synergy swinging out in the middle of the fight kind of thing. And then another 1v1 here between Aesop and the Chicken Coop guy. So yeah, that coordinates a little bit, or that retake's a little bit too antsy. Really good double peek from Aesop and Vega using their teamwork there, but after that I think that we should have waited a little bit. Made sure that we were coordinated before going for the hit. I'm gonna swap over to Speed here. Oh, rough. Yeah, it's just rough. I don't know if I don't know if it's too greedy. It's kind of cheeky. It's definitely cheeky. I don't know if it's too greedy. You're really 50-50 with your angles, Season. I'm going to rewind and I'm going to look at this from your perspective. And I want to see what utility you have to work with here. I know that Vega's got utility to help you out. He's sitting on a smoke and a flash, or a smoke and 2 flashes, but I just want to try to highlight a little bit of indecisiveness, maybe a little bit of a jitteriness, if you want to call it that. So it's right around here. I'm going to slow it up. It's a little bit beyond this, so we go a little bit faster. Like, why are we constantly flicking back and forth here? Pick an angle. Say to Vega, Say to Vega, there's a guy drop room. I'm exposed to the plat peak. Hold my plat peak, or smoke my plat peak. You don't have a smoke of your own to do it, but say to Vega, smoke my plat peak, and or smoke catwalk, and then just have him pop a smoke here, and then that'll help you with the drop, because you know it's a B split. If you didn't know it was a B split, then don't really agree with this constant flipping back and forth between angles, or I don't really understand it. I already don't agree with it, but I don't really understand it if you don't know it's already a B split. So I think you've heard these guys, and so you know that you need to post up drop room, and you know that you can't really help with the side take. So smoking off catwalk's not a bad idea here. Or say to Vega, hold my catwalk bush, because you're exposed to it. Or tuck up into this corner over here, and don't be exposed to it. Just so many things you could be doing that aren't whipping back and forth here. It's the 4th time that you've swapped angles, and it's smoked. So now we're back to this angle, 5th time. And now it's actually becoming a problem, 6th time. And we get the fight here, 7th time. Get the dink there, and then like 7.5 angle swaps here, and you were lucky to find them out at the right time. And I don't know if it's a team communication thing between you and Vega, or a little bit of indecisiveness just on your part, or you're just uncomfortable on this map in this spot. But you could have tucked up in that corner over there, could have had Vega hold this angle for you. Could have had Vega smoke this angle for you. There's so many options that are better than swapping back and forth 7.5 times. And then we're gonna get the shutdown here, so we should get the shutdown here. I'm gonna wait for it to happen. I'm gonna get off season to that body. Sorry, season. I didn't mean to stare at that for so long. Felt the shame of the Kemi camera judgment. That was fantastic. Are you kidding me? Did you guys see what just happened there? That made my that made my CS:GO weenie tingle a little bit, and that's a little bit of a Diamond term. I've been playing a lot of Overwatch with Diamond, but hang on. This is awesome. I'm really happy about this. Check this out. So let me get over to Ace Up. Let's go. Well, it starts on Vegas, so am I able to swap? No, I need to get rid of Demi UI. So let's go at 75 speed. 75 speed. Sorry, I'm really excited about this. Let's go at 75 speed. Let's go on Vega. So Vega's got this fight here. He's hiding until Aesop's ready to cover him. He calls for Aesop to help. Aesop's ready to help. Vega knows that he has to take the fight here. So he comes out. Aesop comes for the help. Vega goes down. Aesop's here for the trade. We whiff the spray. But I just love the way that this is played. And then Synergy comes in and he's in a cell with Aesop. Are you kidding me? That's just perfect team play. It's just textbook. If Aesop doesn't whiff the spray there, this guy's dead. But even though Aesop whiffs the spray there, Synergy's got this 6th sense and just comes around. That was beautiful. That was fucking beautiful from you three. I love that. I'm not worried about the spray whiff because it's a scrim, and we all know Aesop's a nutty aimer, so not worried about that. That made me happy. That was crisp. Crisp. Ooh, big nade. So yeah, here on the Anti-Eco, do we know that they're saving? Do we know that they're saving? Not really. Yeah, we know they're saving. We know they're saving, so... Because they bought last round, and if they bought last round and they had just lost, so their loss bonus was just reset, there's no way they have money for this round. And so, Speed coming and taking this aggressive angle on the Anti-Eco, don't agree with it. Unless we had a molly there or something, but still, I don't know. I don't like it. And he fell off right quick because he kind of recognized the error of his ways, but I didn't like that. We should go to the action on the camera. Season gets Zeused. That is brutal. As if having to play drop room isn't bad enough. So let's go back and let's see what happened there. Because 3 of us dropped in the matter of a second. and it all came from the drop flood. So we're gonna need to be on season here. Let's go 75. I wish there was a 75 button. I like 75. Okay, this is hard. Okay, there we go. Okay, maybe we should go at like 100 until they're actually coming out. This is aggressive too on an any eco. And you turn back into this flashbang, which sucks, but on the anti-eco, I'm not liking these angles. It's different, and we know they're eco. So play from these stairs over here, and have Vega just watch the plat, and have high speed watching the plat, and you don't need to worry about it. And then obviously peeking back into that flash is no bueno, but let's slow it down a little bit. Slow it down a little bit. 70 is fine. So you're blind when the Zeus comes out, and then Vega gets caught in the back of the head. I don't think this happens if we're playing it this way. If season's here, if Vega's here, and if high speed's here, I don't think that Vega gets shot in the back of the head here. Maybe speed should be holding this rather than holding this, but yeah, just not liking these angles on the Annie because. And then speed just gets rushed by 4 of them. Not anything you can do there. And I assume we don't go for the retake here. Okay, we do go for the retake here. I don't agree with it. I think that we probably should. No, we shouldn't save off the bat. That's fine. That was fine. Also, if you're gonna be playing drop, you might want to swap over to the A4. Very minor personal preference thing, but those extra bullets can really help you out. Here in drop room, the silencer doesn't do much for you. Oh, it's speed. It's speed at A-long this round. I was gonna criticize Synergy for taking that peek, but if speed's taking it, it makes more sense. As long as he's got an op, it makes sense. So I'm gonna rewind and I'm gonna see if speed has an op here. Does he glass cannon? Yeah, okay, he does. Oh no, he doesn't. He gets dropped. Alright, cool. So yeah, this peek's fine. We just wanted to go for a change up. Threw him a curveball, it didn't work out too well. Down goes speed, and that's fine. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. So now we're chilling. Not much going on. Aesop taking a little bit of an aggressive angle because we got to get back in the round. 4v5's no bueno. 3v5's even less bueno. We know they're going to be... I agree with the double rotate here. I think Vegas should also rotate A. I think they'd be foolish not to try to hit A here, but... eh. Yeah. And our defense is just coming apart. So we lose this duel, it's 4v5. It's fine. What happened to Synergy? That's the question. What happened to Synergy here? After speed goes down, we need to play on the back foot, I think. And that kind of contradicts what I was saying about liking Aesop taking the aggressive angle. And so, playing on the back foot can mean more things than just, well, I'll try to explain what I mean when I see what happens to Synergy here. So let's go ahead and swap over, and I think that he's taking a tight angle to make sure he doesn't fall. A little bit of a slow reaction time. A little bit of scrim speed. But, maybe we fall off there on the flash. Maybe that's what I mean by playing on the back foot when we're down. Just, like taking this angle by itself is like medium risk, medium reward. And then, all of a sudden we're doing like high risk, medium reward when we go for the repeak. And I don't think that's worth it. Just because we're already down. and then the whole just falls apart. So yeah, we tried a little bit. We tried a couple of risky things, and none of them paid off that round, and so that was it. And none of them are like inherently bad. I don't know about the repeak from Sin, but it's a little on the fence. It's not a big deal. Just tried aggression that round, didn't work out. I like the way that we set up in these force buys and these ecos on B site. I think this is a really clean setup right now, considering the buy. Maybe Aesop not on plat just because he has the kit. And if that kit gets dropped on plat, it's really awkward for the retake. Maybe you should be more passive there, Speed. Maybe you should be more passive here just because you're the solo B-hold. After Vega rotates off and they catch out Aesop, doing his cheeky little stuff up here, maybe you need to play a little bit more passive and maybe gay spot, maybe gay 2, maybe this side of Rhombus, maybe tucked up. But I don't know about this broken wall peak. Just considering the game state, considering if they get that one tap on you, they own a site. Whereas if you're playing angle like gay or gay 2 or this close angle or just kind of tucking up right against Rhombus here, it's they're at a little bit more of a disadvantage. Like this peak is kind of 50-50, and the rest of these peaks are kind of like 65-35. Interesting. It was an interesting little fight there, so a little bit of mind games. I liked it. Season pushing smoke there. I'm gonna rewind and I'm gonna look at Season's perspective right before the bomb gets planted. And this is a long half, just because all the pausing and the talking and all that. So this is gonna be a long video. But I don't want to miss anything. Like I said earlier, this is Glock work. No fucking around. Make sure you cover everything. So. So let's pause right around here. And imagine hypothetically, Season, if you're tucked up into this corner, instead of doing this, you know that your guys on A got rifle. Where's Vega's op? Have you just not grabbed it yet, Vega? There's an op at stables for you, buddy. Guys on A are coming with rifles, so the retake is gonna have some gusto behind it. So having to make a play here with a pistol, I would understand if the rest of your guys were still on pistols, but considering what happened over at A, maybe just tuck yourself, wait for the rotate to come in, wait for a little bit of utility to come and help you out, instead of just going for this, a little bit of stew. Just a little bit of stewy 2K. And again, not just saying that because it didn't work. I just don't really agree with the push because the retake's going to have some serious force coming in with what we found ourselves with today. So, throwing away that frag for like the off chance that you've got a back turned is not worth it. Good trade from Synergy. I'm liking these trades. I'm liking half these trades. Does Synergy get this? Okay, no. The boy's not that nuts. Sometimes he's that nuts. That one train clip you got, Synergy, that retake, that was like a 1v4 or whatever, pretty clean. So live on 3. Oh, never mind. Guess we know who won the pistol round. Spoiler alert. So we're going for this A-side pistol. I like the A-side pistols. They're a lot more tactical than the Glock turns over at B. A-stop entry fragging, speed following up, season and Vega with utility. Season, no, okay, never mind. So yeah, I like the order here. Entry fraggers up front, making sure that the people in the back with the utility are nice and safe. What Season got this smoke for? Season buys a smoke along with his molly. He lobs the molly up into Balk and then runs out and dies with the smoke on his body. What's that for? We used to run it so that you would have Balk smoke and mid-door smoke, and then that molly can be used for these backside angles, right? Maybe a little bit oversight on the utility there. Or maybe just buy a P250 and don't get that smoke at all. Because if we're going to be throwing that Balk molly and not throwing the Balk smoke, then getting your entry fragger with a P250 as opposed to a Glock can be a real handy dandy little tool. So we're going to force it up here. I like these rounds. Tech 9 and armor just looks so threatening, even in spectator mode. Like when a full flood's coming at you in game, you know that shit just got serious. But even in spectator mode, this looks like a proper buy here. When I'm spectating like pro matches, I love seeing these buys. So best way to utilize T-side Cobble, especially on a buy like this, is just to overwhelm an angle that's really awkward to hold. Because what makes Cobble T-sided, is the fact that the terrorists are all fighting from elevation. So if a CT wants to go against them, they have to show their full body, which is why we don't like this angle in drop room, because CT's completely exposed and it's just a terrorist head. So that natural terrorist side enhancement that's inherent in playing Cobblestone can be enhanced by playing a heavy flood, especially with Tech 9. So delay for the utility, and I want to see a drop room hit off of this. I see a lot of walking around, not a lot of go, and I know that a lot of times I've been criticized by you guys for an aggressive shot calling style, but I think in a situation like this, on a map like this, it really is just the best way to do it, and it seems to be what you guys are lining up for up here. So if that's what's going on, then I'm happy. Looks like yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Synergy banks the smoke off, gets this room blocked off right here, banks the flash off and go. Oh, it's an A-split. It's an A-split through mid. Maybe a little bit greedy, maybe just group the full 5. And we fuck up the smoke. So, oh no, we don't fuck up the smoke, that's their smoke, excuse me. Okay, cheeky little strat. I like it more on rifle rounds than I do on eco rounds. I still like it, but I like it more on a rifle round than I do on a Tech 9 buy here. Just because the Tech 9s, when together in full force in a drop room, are such a big deal. Like, they won a round against us this game, doing that. And Maternus was holding the same angle that Season was holding when he got pop flashed and caught out. And they didn't even have this fancy little smoke here. They just went for the full Tech 9 drop rush and worked out better than that fancy A split did with the 3-2. So maybe there's something to be said about the aggression there, about the more simplistic playstyle, just in rounds like those. Another eco here, heading A side with it. Don't know if I agree with it, because that natural advantage I talked about earlier is kind of negated on A side. It's kind of just a normal bomb site. Oh, we gotta get this guy. Yeah. The reaction there was hilarious. Where everyone just fucking went. What is happening? Alright. That was fucking weird. That's a abnormality, a negligible abnormality that round. Everyone's just so fucking confused. That was amusing. Alright, so how many more rounds we got? We got 10 more rounds. So we do muster a pretty decent T side. Picking up 6 rounds here. Picking up 6 rounds by the end of the game, I mean. High speed on his lurk, and we're working that map control A side. I like it. Get the smoke and get the pop flash. Why is there no A long pressure while the sewer hit's coming in? I feel like you guys should be coordinating pressure up long, especially since there's no upper here. Vega and Season get a little bit of a push, and then lob your pop flash as soon as this pop flash comes in. Get control of this area as well as this area, and then maybe wait for that smoke to fade. Just chill with your map control. Wait for that smoke to fade coming with the pinch on these 2 angles. I don't know. We're going straight into A long control here, but I feel like it should have been earlier. I feel like it should have been at the same time as the other. Aesop going aggressive, which is fine if Synergy's ready for this trade. I want you guys to see what happens here, because I'm sure that Aesop's thinking Synergy's going to have my mid door and I'm just going to be able to swing out and take sewer ramp. And that's what should have happened, but the timing was just a little bit off. So we get control of sewer here. Synergy throws the pop flash for Aesop. Totally agree with it. Synergy should be chasing that flash, and then maybe we just missed the spray. Maybe we just missed the spray, but like that slight look over at storage kind of cost you that frag there, Sin. That's definite nitpicking. I thought it was bigger than that when I rewound for it. So we get the equalizer on B. I like that. We see that there's one mid door. We don't know that this guy exists, or that's going to be their smoke. So we know this guy exists at A. We know that this guy came out mid door and then darted back in. So here's the question. The question is, do we bet that they only have 2 on A site? Maybe they have... Because Aesop didn't see anybody when he came out. He didn't see anybody China wall or anything like that. So it was just this one guy, and he went back in. So maybe we don't rotate off A here. Maybe we assume that it's just this one guy, or maybe he has a buddy playing passive, playing a little bit of support, and they just kind of gave up sewer ramp control for no obvious reason. And we just get the smoke out here, and we take the guaranteed 2-on-2. Or the guaranteed 2-on-3. Maybe get speed in on the rotate for a 2-on-4. Worst case scenario, they have 2 people here. Whereas worst case scenario on B, they've got 3. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense, but if it doesn't make sense, let me know, and I can further elaborate. But like, Synergy's just got him cut off here. Obviously, he can go up here, but he could have also stayed, and then rotating to B. Like, they have a chance to have 3 here as opposed to a chance to have 2. I'm done explaining. If you need me to explain better, let me know tomorrow or later tonight when you guys see this, and I'll try to do it. Hopefully, Speed throws his molly here, Vega throws his molly here, one of the 2. Here it comes. Oh no, it's a flashbang. It's a pop flash. Oh. Oh no. You can't ignore this. Fuck. You guys want the element of surprise on the B take, but I don't know if you're allowed to ignore this. And you had 2 mollies. You had 2 guys with utility and Vega and Speed, and Speed had an HE out as opposed to the molly. So if Speed has molly out and Vega has flash, we throw the molly like milliseconds before we throw the flash and just kind of clear this out, or just have the flash so we don't need to turn away and we can also hold this molly at the same time. I just think that's a lot cleaner than what we did. And then just have Synergy hold it so that they can't peek you guys while you guys have your nades out. Eco around here. I'm gonna skip ahead of it just because it's late, and we win. Okay. I'm not gonna rewind. If you guys think that that round was worth reviewing, let me know tomorrow, and I'll review that round specifically. But for right now, I want to focus on rifle rounds and seeing what happens here. I talked a little bit about my thoughts on T-side ecos on Cobblestone anyway, so. Chilling with the map control, I like it. Making sure no aggression comes out. Now we're gonna get plat control 100%. We're gonna get the frag on Mafik. I like it. It's a good call. Maybe we're throwing this plat execute a little bit early. When that pick comes in, their map help, as soon as that pick comes in, already gonna be here. So throwing this plat execute now as opposed to 5 or 10 seconds from now when Aesop's actually in a spot to help and Season's maybe a little bit more set up for the take, doesn't really make a difference as far as the rotation comes in. Like you're not beating the rotate by throwing this execute at this time. So maybe hold off on that a little bit. Oh, we're not executing. Is it just a waste of a smoke? We're not going to play around it? We are going to play around it, so yeah. Oh, this is cheeky. Never seen that. Okay, it's not a boost. I thought you guys were going some cheeky boost here. So yeah, if we're going to play out there, Vega, why are we not calling a rotation to come in? Maybe we don't want a hard commit. Oh, you guys are faking this? You guys are faking this. This seems a little overcomplicated. I think it's gonna work, but it seems overcomplicated. I'm just thinking about it right now. It's because I wasn't ready for that. We get the pick here, and then we don't do anything with the plat control we gain. I guess we throw the fake through it, but I don't know. I don't know what utility you wasted by making that jump out. I don't know, like even if we are going for that fake, why are we not just banking a flash off, like banking Synergy's flash? If anything, this flashbang should have gone out with your jump. If anything. As for the fake, kind of a toss-up. Kind of a toss-up on that one. I don't know if it's the right call or not. But I think that flashbang should have gone out, and yeah, it just doesn't get used this round. And I think this is gonna get shut down. Oh no, we're gonna pull it out. 100%. This round's ours, 100%. No doubt. Are they saving? Where's Raid going? What the fuck? Oh, the clock ran out. Sorry. I got so into analyzing that whole plat thing, I wasn't paying any attention to the clock there. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it's a little bit late, guys. Forgive me. Forgive me for spacing out on that clock right there. So if we're gonna be doing this, if this is how we're gonna be utilizing our rifle, why not have Aesop lead? Because the AK is just better in these angles. And high speed leading with the bomb. Okay, so this bomb is wrong. This bomb needs to come down the chain. 100%. I've never seen Speed hold on to a bomb, and the one time he does, he's entry fragging with an op. But yeah, I think Aesop should be leading. If we're gonna do it slow, that is. If we're gonna do it fast, a Tech 9 should be leading. But if we're gonna do it slow, I think Aesop should lead. And this bomb is 100% wrong. Unless we swap who's leading like halfway down the line, but still, it's wrong. It's wrong. So we know that this Breezy guy's been playing A the entire game. Hopefully we've made note of that. They're gonna know the bomb's here. Maybe it's part of the strat. Maybe Vega's getting a little bit too advanced for me. He's like, oh, they'll see the bomb in A, and then they'll hard rotate in Season. I'll have a better flank or some shit like that. Maybe Vega's just too smart for me. I don't know. This is this is like I don't know what this is like. This is funny. That's all it is. Is the op scope clearing all these angles. It's not wrong, obviously, but it's fun to me. And then the explosion comes in because that guy's sitting in one of my favorite spots up on this watchtower area. Oh, Aesop doing work, dude. Aesop doing work, making a few montage clips. Oh, the boy. The boy with the 5K. So, one thing I noticed was that Season was completely useless that round. And it was because we sent him over to B. They've never pushed in their lives. They've never pushed B side. So, there's no indication to think that they'll do it again. And, if we're playing him here, then we should be playing him here for a reason, which is we want him on the lurk. But he doesn't go on the lurk. He goes and he rotates on back. So, he wasn't useful on the take, he wasn't useful on the lurk, he wasn't useful on the post plant. In fact, nobody on the team, I'm not going to say that, I was going to say nobody on the team was useful except for Aesop, but that would kind of lower the importance of my point that Season was just completely useless this round, and he should have either lurked or not been here at all. So this is going to be an anti-eco. Curious how we run these on T side. We know they're eco. It's based on the rounds. We go for a fast B to make sure that they're not comfortable in their setup. Oh, Jesus. So, in the anti-eco, avoid tight angles, right? Because that's where pistols are most prominent. I think that maybe we lob, if we're going to be doing this B push for our anti-eco, I think that maybe we lob HEs off of Woodbox along with the smoke. And 2 HEs on the leaders, and then the second guy in, who also threw an HE, kind of stops up on the left side and also throws the bank smoke for catwalk. And then, so we just nade out this close area, and then instead of dropping down through broken wall, we take the little bit of extra time to drop down through plat, just to avoid the catwalk angles as much as possible. I feel like going out cat is a lot cleaner than going out broken wall here. And consider these HEs. So we'll go ahead and skip. Oh, I thought Breezy was coming for the peak. Gonna see a little bit of a high speed getting a free frag onto a guy trying to snipe with a P250. It's not gonna happen. So yeah, they're double eco here, and we're playing slow and methodical. Again with sewer coming in first, and I guess we do get this pinch in on this area, but we need to weigh this pinch against this pinch, and we need to find out which one we like better. That's kind of a toss-up, and this time there's no smoke, sewer, stairs, probably because the call was that we were gonna pinch here, and so you don't want the smoke because that just hinders your own movement. Yeah, maybe think about this. Maybe think about how you're coordinating these two cells on the A hit against each other. Not that it's inherently wrong, but it doesn't look like much thought is going into it. It just looks like we're kind of if you make the conscious decision to have these guys go in first, then that's fine, but it just looks like we're not thinking about whether or not we should, if that makes sense. How do we pull this round out? Maybe we don't. No, we don't. Not that I don't believe in you, Speed, but... So So Synergy died for no trade on the execute because there was a guy here. And what I noticed was that Aesop, High Speed, and Vega all came out of this angle, and Synergy went solo over here. And so maybe we should have sent Vega with Synergy, and then have one of the two best entry fraggers at either angle. So Synergy leads Vega in, and Aesop leads High Speed in, and we do it that way rather than having 1 and 3. Do it 2 and 2, and so there's just someone there to get Synergy straight in case the sewer ramp guy's here, which he is, and no trade. So now it looks like we're gonna come out with some fast stuff. Oh, never mind. Give me a clean 1D gear speed. Get my heart racing a little bit. You got the blaze, you got the angle. Oh, I wanted it. I'm just gonna bring back my overlay back up. I don't have anything to say about that. It's just pistols. It's fine. We get the trade, whatever. It's all good. So let's look at this utility that we've picked up for the take. Obviously, we're gonna get the catwalk smoke. No question. We always do that. Molly chicken coop, Molly back sight, maybe? Molly chicken coop, Molly Dwayne, maybe? And then Aesop uses flash for the take. Or Vega uses flash for the take, one of the two. It looks like Vega's going to be throwing the chicken coop Molly here. So, Synergy probably throws catwalk smoke. Vega throws chicken coop Molly. Aesop or Vega throws the flashbang for the take. We got one flashbang left over for the retake hold off. Maybe lob the molly here. Maybe lob the molly here. Maybe save the molly for the retake. That's what I'm hoping happens. But if we look over here, Synergy's flying out without the utility getting used. Chicken coop molly does go down. And here's the Dwayne molly. But that catwalk smoke never came in. There was just never a catwalk smoke. And Aesop, you don't need to be by drop there, buddy. You should just be playing the post line here. This 1v3, just be a little bit safer. And Synergy, you don't need to take the peek there. So yeah, is this where Aesop died? If Aesop died here, then I'm fine with it. I thought he died over here. And then, like, over here is unnecessary, over here it's unlucky. But this peak is totally unnecessary, Sin. Just hide behind statue, wait for at least wait for Vega to be done planting the bomb so there's a chance that he might get your trade. At least, at the very least. But Vega was still planting when you came out for this peak. And what I think you should be doing is I think you should just be holding, or holding, or holding. Not coming out for the peak, buddy. And so we know Vega wins this, just based on the scoreline. Sorry, just based on the fact that Vega's a fucking legend. This is the Tech 9 seal that legends are made of, boys. Oh, through the fire and flames. Oh yeah. I don't know why I'm watching this. It's late. I'm going for it. I'm sorry. This is gonna be a. They might eco here. They probably should, in my opinion. Maybe a full deco and get armor on the top two boys, but I don't know. I'm not their IGL. Yeah, they're ecoing. No armor on Breezy, I don't agree with that. I'm not reviewing these guys. I don't know why I'm talking about them. Let's talk about the important team here. God, I really ramble when I'm tired, don't I? I took my sleeping pills before I recorded this. I was definitely I didn't know that this demo existed. I just went on ESC and I'm like, ooh, maybe there's a demo, and then lo and behold, there was one. So here I am. I wanted to be sure I got a little bit of reviewing. So it's gonna be a drop flood. Thank God. We underutilized drop, guys. This is the first drop flood of the half. How many rounds in the half so far? 10. First drop flood of the half. We tried a little bit of cheeky split stuff, but we underutilized drop room. It's so awkward. Look at season's score at halftime. It was 7-13 when I looked at it on ESEA, and that's because he's a drop room player. No other reason. It's just really awkward to hold drop. We need to utilize it more. So here we are. We got our triple tech boys ready to go. Speed with a pick. I like it. I didn't see it, but I like it. I didn't see if it was smart, like if there was a trade or whatever. And there's the flood. And then that should just be the round right there. A little bit of a whiff from Vega on Mafic, but it's fine. Again, it's a scrim. We might not have warmed up before this or whatever. Don't need to be perfect with our shots. I think we were probably doing demo review before this. And we don't know that guy's on the flank, so you guys holding two separate angles, it's fine. Did I just skip a full round? Yeah, I did just skip a full round because High Speed was dead, wasn't he? Yeah, High Speed was dead. So, my bad. Oh no, we're still here. Go back. Why does rewinding take so much longer than fast forwarding? Go back. If you make me click it again, I'm gonna fucking punch my monitor. Please. Alright. Interesting buy from them. I think this was better placed last time. Full sewer rush. Why are we going through smoke? What purpose does going through smoke serve? I guess we have the read that they just play one guy A, and he plays kind of goofy. He plays like boosted up here or whatever. So we think, oh, we could just get sewer control, but this is the first time they've thrown that sewer smoke, so that's got to be an indicator that something wonky is happening. And something wonky is definitely happening, because we've got 2 people on the B hold now. Or 2 people on the A hold now, sorry. So, wait for that smoke, in my opinion. Just because it really indicates that something weird is happening. I've never done it before. Just gonna go to a camera that's actually doing something. Good coordination together, guys. Every single step, you're just moving pretty fluidly as a team. Okay, you just stopped doing it. I don't know where season's headed, but up until that point, you were doing really well, moving together as a unit. Good flash for the peak. Good peak. Good trade. Cool. Oh, 16-11. What the fuck? We didn't play out, did we? Because it said the final score was 16-11, so it would have said 16-14 or whatever. If we did decide to play out. Alright, so that's Cash. Wow, that's Cobble. I know I missed the last round there, and I know that I fucked up the UI a lot at the end there. Yeah. I like it. I think that the T-side playbook needs to throw a little bit of aggressive elements in there, throw a little bit of drop room dominance in there. Very few plat takes, very few utilization of drop room, and that's kind of why Cobblestone is considered T-sided. So those 2 spots are so hard to hold. Anyway, hopefully this helps. Good luck on your game. I'll be reviewing your match after it finishes up. I don't know when it's scheduled for, but I'll check right after I close this video out. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys.